Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms. And today it's Monday afternoon, the 27th of June, and I'm out here crop scouting, out looking for some weeds. Dad's over there putting up fence. Got a little bit of a wet hole right here, so we didn't have a ton of emergence through this. But I'm out looking for some cucumbers. So cucumber is a bad weed in a couple of the fields that we have up north near our creek. And what cucumber is it's basically a vine. It is a type of weed that comes on late. It really latches to corn when it gets tall, and it's wiry, and it is a pain once you let it go to its full length. It's two problems. One, it goes to seed and it spreads more, and two, when it gets wiry, it really makes a mess out of your deck plates. On the corn head, it kind of pulls it down. It doesn't let it pull it down, it slips the clutch, and you just break things. So it's not good. So here's a cucumber right here. So you can kind of see how it's wiry, already starting to latch onto stuff. There's one right there. Bane of my existence in a couple fields. So you can kind of see those whiskers or whatnot. They just kind of reach for things. They try to latch onto it. So you really want to put a big rate of chemical on late in certain fields that have it, like this one, because if you don't, especially along the creek bottom, we really have it. Like I said, it'll be a mess come harvest season. So there's a couple cucumbers in here, but overall it's not bad for now, but it needs to get a full rate sometimes this week. A little wet. I'm guessing it's probably going to take a couple days to dry out, but I'm hoping maybe Wednesday we can get up here and get this sprayed. Yep, I'd say these two pieces for sure. So I was talking on the phone with Pat there, and yeah, it's I couldn't really say much on camera there, but you guys could tell there's a lot of cucumber. There was cucumber and ragweed with the two biggest things in there, and they're bad. So we're gonna get this sprayed probably tomorrow, I'd hope. I think it needs to come up here and get this sprayed tomorrow. It's a little bit tacky in spots, like right there. I'm not tracking, but I definitely want to take half loads in here when I come, because more than likely I'll be the one up here spraying tomorrow, because Pat's got to go out to Des Moines for a seed thingy. But yeah, this needs to get sprayed. So like I said, we have 4 farms left. Well, 5. We have 40 acres down at Long's, about 60 acres back home in this video, like I told you guys before. So 60 acres at home that need to be sprayed, and then Zymitz, Andrew, and Long's in here, I should say. So Zymitz, Andrew, Bellevue. We're getting on the home stretch. We should be done with corn spraying this week. We're just basically seeing what all needs to be sprayed and what all needs to be sprayed first. Because our corn pre-emerge was on in a timely manner in a lot of spots, we're actually getting away with only spraying corn the second time on an outside round, except on the really bad fields like this one. But anyway, my wife's gone. Talk to you in a bit. So as I mentioned in previous videos, my dad's had a lot of dozer work and stuff down here. I'm not sure what all he's told you guys, but I'll explain that when I get back. I'm just stealing his side-by-side so I can go up and take a look at a couple fields, see how they're doing. So this is my dad's no-till field. A little bit worked in, just the kind of really weedy spots, and for the most part, we planted this thing as no-till. Some weeds in there. Got a little bit of dandelions that I can't tell if I killed those or not. Those were probably there the first time when I sprayed this. A little bit of grasses around the outside, but let's walk up on top of the hill and see if we can see very many weeds. There's some dandelions in here. Corn's about putting on its 5th collar, V5 or so. Pretty clean. Some dandelions. I don't even know what that is. There's some weeds in here. For the most part, it's pretty clean. I'm gonna walk over the hill. I can see it's a long and narrow field. It's about 30 acres here, 28. And just kind of goes from that corner all the way to those trees. So I'm just coming up here to take a look and see if we can see anything. For the most part, this is pretty clean. There's something. So this time of year, you really need to be scouting your fields, taking a look at what weeds you got at present, how your stand is. We're a little bit too late to be looking at stand, but you need to be looking at how clean your fields are. There's very many weeds. I think this needs to be hit with a full rate. It's a little bit farther behind, doesn't need to be sprayed right at this instance, but there's just a little bit of weeds every once in a while that need to be killed off. So this boundary wasn't in the field apparently, because Pat planted right through it. You can kind of see we wasted seed on this waterway. The corn's not going to grow obviously because the grass is well established here. Don't like these thistles. think honestly I should have my dad come in here with the tractor and mower and go mow this stuff, mow these waterways. But overall, the fields look pretty clean. See, I got some alfalfa growing in through here. Ouch, thistles. I might just, when I come through here, just kill all this stuff. Put a little low rate when I drive through here just to kill some of that stuff. Ouch, thistles. Yeah, there's some weeds along the outside edges, so for sure the outside round needs to be, I'll talk to Pat and see what he thinks. It's pretty clean for the most part, except you. These thistles hurt. Their leaves are prickly. So next year I'm really looking forward to getting a new planter, and here's why. See that big old gap? There should be a corn plant every 6 inches. So you can kind of see, good, double. Should be, that plant should be here. Skip, good, skip, good. Our planter was getting old. It has older technology on it, and we're looking forward to next year when we get a new planter. It's got a whole upgraded suite of technology. It's gonna be much better, much more accurate as far as singulation goes. So we're gonna have a lot less of these open areas right in through here. The higher fidelity stand that you get through this, the more yield you're gonna get. If you have 2 corn plants growing within 1 inch of each other and then a 10-inch gap, that's really gonna hurt your yield, especially if you have a lot of that, because corn does much better when it's evenly spaced. That way each plant can get an equal amount of sunlight, equal amount of rain and nutrients, all that good stuff. So we're really looking forward to that for next year. It's not bad by any means. We have a decent stand, but it could be better. To the next field. We also had a fellow cattleman, a neighbor of ours, pass away this morning. He was out looking for a bull and got in an accident, got in trouble, flipped his UTV. Sad stuff. Praying for the Kinnick family. It's dangerous out here in these hills, guys. You never know when just get yourself in trouble, get in the wrong spot. All of a sudden, you're flipped and downhill from there. So prayers to that family. I think these gals want something from me. Going through to go check some fields in here. We get some fly spray on these gals. Oh, those flies around them. Ugh, it's gotta be miserable. Yes, ladies and babies? Hi! How are you guys doing? There's the bull. The only way to get to these back fields is right through the pasture. I'm trying to get away from these so they don't chase me. So now I'm up on top of the hill. This outside of the field does not look bad at all. A little bit of grasses, but not horrible. So we'll do the same thing, walk the other end of the field. See this spray originally burnt the crap out of those weeds. Looks really good. Pretty clean. Yeah, I'm not seeing hardly anything except fried to a crisp weeds. That's what I like to see. Sprayed that about a month ago. So check out this cool thing. I got this company Boundary Blade sent me this combo knife and electric fence tensor. So it's an actual knife. Kind of see? I just don't have it locked. But what also you can do is, with it folded in, you can press this button and it'll tell you what voltage you're at. So you can kind of see that red light is on. Just press it up there. Just don't touch the blade when you're actually doing that, because I just got shocked. See that? 6 volts. There you are. That's pretty cool. So instead of the old-fashioned method where you got to take your pliers and ground it and try and touch it, make sure you get an insulated handle. Now you can just take this handy-dandy knife, which doubles as that. Now that's pretty neat. This field looks pretty good too, so I need to get moving round bales. But yeah, guys, check this out, Boundary Blade. This thing is sweet. Move! Move! Like I was. Let's go move some round bales. Yeah, I baled everything here. Oh shoot, when was that? Last week, I believe. we got rained on, so we need to get the stuff off the field. So we're gonna put all this stuff on that 6-pack. We've cut this pasture every year just because we don't let our cows out into it right away. We let our cows up top first so we can keep an eye on them, see how they react to pasture. And in order to do that, cows don't like eating grass that's already well established. So what we like to do is we like to cut the bottom 2 pastures right before, like 2 weeks before we let them out. And that way they can have some nice trimmed grass to start munching on. And we get some bales. So let's pick these guys up. Cool. Ah, I love tractors. They're so fun. 3 more. And plus 2 I got on me. Got 4 on there already, so we're gonna be testing her out. It's taking me a little bit to get the hang of it again. It's been a while since I've done this. And doing it one-handed is not easy. All right, we'll get 7 on. I could maybe get 8 in the middle there, but I don't know if I trust it. It's my first time running this and I'm not gonna push it. So leave it as is. Cool. Well, we are loaded for bear, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it going. Notice this thing is overkill with this beast. I love it. There's just something about 8 round bales, each one weighing 1,500 to 2,000 pounds a piece. Hammer down. This is nice. This is nice. Efficiency right here. So I talked about it before. You know, we used to do this 2 bales at a time. Now I'm doing 8 bales. So I paid $2,300 or $2,100 for this 6-pack, and that's probably gonna save us in diesel in 3 years, let alone tractor hours. Cause shoot, I'm probably 3 times as efficient with this thing, moving 8 of them at once instead of 2. Especially when I got a 4-mile drive. 120 horsepower is not enough for this load. 12 mile an hour, I had to shift down to 14th. So 3rd from the highest top. We're making her now. Just about got this load unloaded. Cool, she's working and working well. I hate baling in hills. Gosh darn it. Lost a bale. It's in there. Ran right over this. Probably snapped this stake. We might be all right. For sure need to pound these in and tension these back up. Gosh darn it. Yeah, we're not getting that one back. So how I lost that bale is I'm an idiot. I forgot that gravity, you know, it's a thing. And I picked 2 of them up to bring it over to the bale mover, set it down, and she started rolling. I set it on a slight angle, thinking it wouldn't roll because it's maybe on a 5% slope. I was wrong. Guess what a round thing does? It rolls. Gosh, dang it. Well, oh well. We should be able to get a chain around it and drag it out at some point. Probably not today. I'm going to try and get all the bales moved off today, but it is what it is. Well, so I was gonna carry, I can carry 9 on this, but I was a little bit hesitant because there's a little just too big of a gap right here. I just didn't really know if it could do it. And I'd rather not dump another one. So, let's get out of here. I'll be back for you guys later. Now, wish me luck so I don't tip this thing as I go out. Well, hey, I made it out. Nothing tipped, nothing spilled. Minus that one that went through the fence that I'm still very upset at myself with. Almost out of here.